Yeah, I thought you were giving us that look for a minute, and then I was like, okay,
Oh,
let me
sorry.
close it.
I was focused. So we're just waiting for our special guest. Um, yeah, I'm not sure what happened originally, so I have to resend it. And I'm not sure which page to send it to. All right, this is episode 15 of Sister Soul Sessions, everybody.
Woo!
And I'll get our introductions out of the way now before our special guest gets here. Um, Today, we're also joined by our special co-host, our executive creative director, B. So everyone, welcome B to Sister Soul Sessions. She is a part of our team, a part of our Entrepreneur Alliance group with Sister Soul Sessions, where we do our networking. Okay, B Branded Media has joined. So if you could send the request in, we will add you to the live. So yes, B here, you will be seeing a lot of her, and you've probably seen her already, her bio. And of course, if you head over to Facebook, you will be able to find our Sister Soul Sessions Entrepreneurs Alliance group, where we do virtual and in-person networking. So B, if you want to introduce yourself before we get our special guest on.
Well, just a little bit about myself. As she stated, I am the creative director for Soul Sister Sessions. I don't know what else to really tell you all except for I'm just super grateful to be a part of this Sister Soul Sessions, but also great friends, sisters of mine for a really long time. And I do fitness, I do business coaching, mother of four. I'm generally on here if I'm not working out, just making others laugh because laughter is the path to happiness. So love laughing. So you'll get a lot of that from me here as well as from Amanda. So keep it short.
Yes,
Keep it
my
short.
two, I call them my two problem children, but
We're not that bad.
I'm bad.
they are. So we're just waiting for our special guest here, Bria. Bria, I saw that you came on. Did you see a request from Be Branded Media?
It's coming in
Okay.
now. Coming in hot.
So yes, thank you everybody for joining us for episode 15. We are super excited. There is our beautiful special guest. So I've kind of already done our introductions. Of course, they know me, Brittany, Amanda, our co-host. But our special guest today needs special introduction. She's amazing, bright spirit, Miss Bria Evans of Be Branded Media. Bria, I just want you to go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about your business and anything else you want to share with us.
Greetings, family. How are y'all today? Thank you so much for having me on the platform. I've been so excited for this for the last couple weeks, and my vice president is sneaking in here, and he's supposed to be in bed. Hi, Mason. I am a mompreneur, everybody. I'm a mompreneur. That's the biggest thing about me if I had to just start introducing myself. Because my son really inspired this business. Like my sister said, I was in fitness. My first business was personal training after I dropped out of engineering school 3 times. I started my first business, and then I had my son, and I didn't expect to have a C-section. So I was at home and I could not train at all. And so I said, you know what? I have these skills online. It doesn't matter where I am or who I am, that I'm a woman or not. I can still leverage my skills and be able to compete and make a salary that will allow me to take care of him and stay at home. And so Be Branded Media was born pretty much a year after he was born. We're all September babies. So I'm a Virgo, my son's a Virgo, and my business is a Virgo. So that's a little bit about how we got started. And now we're almost 4.5 years in. And I'm so excited. Thank y'all so much. Because Be Branded Media has grown just as I have grown in this business. And we started off digital marketing. And then once the pandemic hit and everybody was off the road, I said, I don't see any of us on these billboards. So by the time Ramadan came around, and at the end of Ramadan, I was blessed with a access to a national Billboard network. So I was able to have Billboard access for clients in all 50 states and Canada.
Wow. No, that is amazing. That is amazing. So yes, congratulations. First off, that is
Thank
amazing.
you.
You just passed your 4 years, so I'm so excited for you. I do want to touch on your experience. Like you said, before that, you were electrical engineer. I know that that contributed a lot to just you being able to do anything at home and everything like that. But how would you say that that experience, and I know that I heard you speak on your other live about you also having a car accident, which took another year away from you. So how did all of that combined, push you to success right now to get to 4 years?
That's a beautiful question. My engineering experience was so unique and such a process because in order to be an engineer, you have to use your imagination. And when I was in school, I didn't know that that's what the same thing as an entrepreneur. They're using their imagination. And I took what I learned in engineering school. It's like almost like when you keep hitting that brick wall, it's like, is this for me? Because hi, Mason, say hi.
Hi.
When you keep hitting that brick wall and it's like, is this for me? And it was engineering was absolutely for me personally, because now I'm able to understand energy and how that translates. Number one, I applied it to the body first as a personal trainer, because the body's an electrical system, and being able to get hurt and try to heal yourself through what you know about, systems and mechanics. And it's like, okay, if that worked for this has to work for this type of system, because most systems are the same if you can make those connections. And so I started to work through my body, and then that's when it clicked. Your business is a reflection of you. So if I'm able to help a business owner or CEO develop, grow, and see themselves in a certain type of way, I can almost expect to see that same type of growth reflected into the brand and business. And then it clicked that branding is the energy behind a business. It's how people experience you through their senses. So I said, oh my God, marketing is energy. And so now I'm able to almost decide on myself what I want something to be. And then eventually I end up seeing that same thing come into fruition or come out of someone else's mouth. I said, oh, so I'm an influencer who influences the influencers.
Yes.
Through that energy of marketing, now it has allowed me to basically be in experimentation in real life, to the point where I can make it make sense and so simplistic to someone, and the moment they meet me, their business is impacted. So it's gone beyond money. I've come into where people are transformed just through our conversation alone. And that's what I love about engineering. Like, just by understanding how something works, you can elevate it.
Exactly.
And so that's now what I bring into the room. I just say, how can I make this better? How can I elevate this?
What
and
you input,
it can happen with
what you're seeing come out. Yeah, no, that's beautiful. And I have the same background. I'm in IT. I do cybersecurity and things like that. So it really is. I see that as well. I always talk about how we're the first computers, really. Everything that we input, how the data comes out, how we're actually receiving it, and everything like that. So I love that point. Would you say that the hardships that you went through, maybe feeling like engineering wasn't for you and things like that, that pushed your spiritual and your faith a little further into your business? Do you seek that first when you...
Wow. Absolutely.
Okay.
And I'll tell you that it broke me. But when I say broke, I mean in the best way possible, because in order to get to the thick of something, like, you have to get in there. And it broke me to the point where I was such an overachiever. I had never failed anything before. And academically, it was like, school is my thing. Oh my God. Like, what is happening to me? I never saw drop out And then 3 times,
Wow.
it was like, girl, your family starts treating you different. Your friends move on with their lives. They have their careers. And you're like, oh my God, I'm never going to find my path. And it was almost like, no, this is your path, because now you have the authority to be able to teach not just what you were taught, but I call it what I earned.
Oh, yeah.
I earned the wisdom to say, no, this actually works. This isn't just something I got out of a book. Like, this actually works, and I can show you case studies. And so when I actually went to my college graduation at Tuskegee University in 2014, and I sat in the stands. Hi, baby. I sat in the stands, and when I was congratulating everybody said, no, sis, we want to get where you are.
Wow.
And it was like, huh?
You're like, I was struggling up the mountain every time.
It didn't hit me until years later. And now the wave, what's that? Okay. You know what, baby? Can you do me a favor? Can you grab your water bottle off your you already grabbed your water bottle. Okay, cool. It showed me that now that entrepreneurship is the absolute wave. And so now I have 10 years under my belt compared to some people who are just now getting into entrepreneurship, and that first 5 years is tough.
Let me tell you.
I'm going on 3 years myself, and it has been no joke. But
do you want to be a part of it?
All the trials and tribulations I've been through trying to get to kudos to you. And I was just going to ask you, how do you juggle, being an entrepreneur and being a mom at the same time? But I see now you're doing fine, girl.
Doing a great job. I'll tell you that. It's doing a great job at it.
God is so good, because like once you get them training wheels off, you got it. Like, but them training wheels, when I tell you I needed training wheels, because I had to push through a level of myself where I call it mommy brain, to where it doesn't affect you anymore physically. It's like, I'll stop when I'm done instead of stopping when I'm tired. And I can't explain when it clicked, but when it clicked in my mind, it almost was like a whole nother it was like that second wind that Nipsey Hussle always talks about. Like, when you catch your second wind, that's how it felt. And it was almost like scary a little bit when I started interacting with other people who didn't necessarily have children. And they were like, oh, sis, you're on it. Like, how do you know? I said, don't compare yourself to me. I have mommy brain. Like, it's a different,
knowing that there's no other choice, honestly. Like that's a real thing. You're going to make it and push and make sure you leave something for this baby regardless. So, you know what I mean? It really is like something that takes over you. Like, I know I had it, I was sick, going through school, have 2 children, things like that, divorced. But to know that there isn't a give up, and before, like when you're in school, obviously, like you said, like, oh, I just can't do it, it's hard. You can try it a couple of times. Here, there is no do-over. There is no, mommy, are we gonna, when you make it, we're gonna eat, you know what I mean? So I completely agree with that, and it takes a lot to keep pushing and to be here at 4 years, 10 years under your belt, and Tuskegee, like, come on. Come on. So that is truly amazing.
Do it with 3 kids, girl. I don't know. Just do it. Like you said, don't compare your life out to mine, because I have to put myself on a strict schedule in order to manifest that and keep pushing. And then I look at their little faces sometimes when I be like, look, I can't do it today. And they just, give me all that motivation to keep going. I love everything that you're doing.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got kids, I can't do this. I got kids, I can't afford this,
I took him with me. Mason was on job interviews. He was in meetings. He's the vice president. He started as a treasurer, and now he's a vice president. I take him with me. I didn't have any type of blueprint on how to do it. So I just did it to where it made me communicate. So now when I have things going on, because I know what he has going on, what I need to do for him, I am able to make a schedule and communicate with the people around me. And sometimes people say, oh, you're inconsiderate because you didn't say that. So I take it in now, and it's like, okay, I know that I have a human being who also needs to learn the family business too. And so when I'm communicating it in that way, it disarms people to where it's not just, you know, I'm bringing my son with me. No, he's a part of my business. And so he's learning what's going on, and he's able to then assist me by being, I said, you know, mommy's got to run the family business, right? Yes. Okay, this is what we do. Yes. And so now he's since he's 5, now he knows that there's certain things that mommy needs to do because he wants to go to Six Flags. He wants to go, you know, to certain places. And so I'm like, okay, we have to handle our responsibilities first, and then we get time to play. And so now I'm teaching him integrity. I'm teaching him leadership, and I'm teaching it to him where now other mothers and even other fathers, grandparents are like, you're doing really good, and you need to do this now. And so they'll pull me to the side and they'll encourage me, and then they'll say, okay, when you're in school, because I just started school again on Monday. So I'm about to finish my degree. And they were like, he needs to be right there with you while you're doing this coursework. And so maybe that's why I took a pause. You know, maybe, you know, the universe wanted me to be in a position where I could immediately feed my child that information too, so that it would be the most beneficial. So if he's 18, you know, if he's 18 and I've also taken the steps to relieve myself of that grind, like I've gotten out of the grind because I invested into life insurance for he and I. And so by default, my son's already a millionaire, so I don't have to work this business to create generational wealth. I've already created. So now it's like, because he has that in place, now we can have fun. Mommy doesn't have to be sad if no one shows up to the event. Mommy doesn't have to be disappointed because I've already invested in the long term for him. So when he's 18, he has the ability to do whatever he chooses. And so now my job is to help him with decision making.
And you've already started that building on what you do with this money. What is this for? What does it mean? So you've given meaning and legacy building steps long before he has money, which is, I mean, you can't teach that, honestly. So no, that is amazing. And I'm really big on legacy building, and especially in our community, and teaching our kids about financial literacy. So the fact that this is part of your business and his, you know what I'm saying? He's so far ahead of the curve. So like, again, kudos. Like, honestly, this is going to be us just giving you a lot of flowers. We stalk your page for weeks before we ask. We do all the things so we know everything. So in case you're wondering, but no, it really is truly inspiring, especially for him being 5 years old. You know, this is probably the second time I've seen him now, because he's playing basketball on your other live, and just he's well mannered and just, you know what I mean, all the things. So honestly, you're doing a fantastic job. I know how difficult it is to just try to, you know, run the world and be superwoman all the time with a child. But, you know, when you see someone doing it right, you have to let them know, because it's difficult.
Yes, God is so good. I appreciate you all so much for even having this platform open, because it allows me to, you know, put that in a place where it does get some type of just light. Because motherhood and sisterhood and auntyhood, grandmahood are jobs that don't come with trophies. They don't come with awards. And often it's that unseen work that really makes these mega stars. And I don't know what my son is going to be, but he's somebody, and I'm here for it. And this opportunity that I have to be a building block, to be a foundation for other people's businesses, a lot of people don't want to be a stepping stone.
Yeah.
But I choose to be a stepping stone. I want someone to come to me and say, I need help. Like, get me started. Send me on my way. Consult me. Like, it is an opportunity for me to be a mom. It is the best job in the world that I get to raise someone.
You're
like,
trusted with
that
that.
is
That's
such
what I
a
think
huge
too. Yeah.
responsibility. Yes, because even these are businesses are your babies, and people trust me with their babies, and the universe is trusting me with the human, and it's just like, wow, like I get to be someone who's gonna nurture, someone who's gonna give, someone who's gonna elevate, and this be branded media, you know, that whole be and it is, you know, my son, my business, my clients, as soon as they say they want to do something, as soon as they mention that that's the direction that they want to go in, it's like, hey, that technical engineering starts coming right back into it. It's like, how do we build it? How do we embody it? How do we become it? And so with the Sister Soul session, it's like I finally get to have that conversation that is, you know, professional, but also at an angle where I know I can help my sisters. And so if there are any questions or things that you all want to know specifically, that while I'm here, I can give value to the audience, I'd love to be able to do that just so that I can pour into this, you know, platform. I want to see this grow. And I know with or without me, it's going to grow because it's amazing.
Thank you.
But that is who I strive to be. I want to inspire more people. Like, if you're not giving your gifts, someone's suffering. And we shouldn't let money stop us or push us to give or not to give. I always going to be a cheerful giver because that means I'm not a receiver. You know, if I can be a giver and be in that position, it's like I have abundance, and I just want to, you know, show that. Not just tell people, but be an example as to what it actually looks like, because we're depressed as women because we're not in our gift. We are stressed out as women because we're so full of stuff that we want to do, and a lot of the stuff we want to do is for other people. And if we can get into a space where we're giving unapologetically that nurture, that love, we have so much love, but it's not just in one space that it can be expressed. It's loving ourselves and refueling ourselves when we see the impact that we have on other people, and, you know, just marketing and telling people that you have this service is a form of self-love. Like, you have to be confident to tell people, this is what I do, check me out. Yeah, you have to. So it's a part of self-love.
What it looks like, and that's why I go so hard and show my babies how hard it is and what success looks like, because if they don't see it, they don't know it. I don't want to be that parent just keep telling my girls or telling my son, like, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, you gotta do this. No, I want to show them what it looks like. I want to show them the steps that it takes. I want to show them all of that. So that's what's up.
I'm a big believer in letting your light shine so that others may see, right? So it is all about living your truth and living, you know, your true identity so that others may see the light and the glory that was bestowed upon you. These are all gifts, you know, us being here, us waking up every day. These are pure gifts that we're given. Like she said, you know, if you are not sharing this blessing, somebody is suffering. Because it was given to you, you know what I'm saying? And now you're keeping it to yourself or your small circle. So, you know, that's what this platform was about. You know, I'm pretty shy. I help a lot of people, but, you know, it's always because they know me or, you know, they've met me somehow. So I don't ever feel like I needed to broadcast it. But I did get that, you know, message of just, you know what, you need to create something where others can kind of lay down their hats and like, you know, not only share their information, but also have somewhere where they can vent, they can come in and discuss, you know, the trials of being an entrepreneur, mom, you know, brother, sister, friend, because like you said, we are so separated now, and there's so many people who are just out to get the money that we're forgetting that there is a soul connection, and why we all have these gifts. It's not about the money. So, you know, hopefully everyone got that. But I wanted to bring Bria on here, especially too, because we're reaching those months of, you know, hardship, depression, and of course, tax time. I've looked at a lot of her videos and people that she's helped with just legacy building, marketing, and of course, credit. So definitely want to touch on that a bit on, you know, I know you were offering a special for your credit repairs and just information. So if there's any information that you can give on that, I definitely want to stress that before we get any further, because I think that's super important.
I love that you touched on that, and thank you so much for you acting in your gift and really heeding and answering the call, because credit repair should always be free. It's against the law to charge for credit repair. And so it's become my nonprofit. And whenever I tell potential mentors that, hey, I do personal credit repair for free, and they're like, that's exactly what you should be doing. And I say, yeah, now help me continue to flesh out this idea, because that's just how I had to get people started. And so because I'm giving it away, now people can take advantage of the fact that they are the money. The people are the money. I'm the money. I don't let anyone tell me or try to lie to me that I need anything. I am myself the money. And so when I know that I'm the money, I create the value of everything based upon how much I believe in it. Right? So we put so much belief in the credit system that they actually have our reputation in their hands. And so your credit report is really your reputation. And people think that you need repair. No, you really need healing, because it's not broken. You know, you repair stuff that's broken. You need healing because you need to be educated. And so you need to know what's going on so that you can make the best decisions. But you don't make the best decisions because you don't know about it at all. And so that's why my program is called Heal Your Credit. And when you heal your credit, we are healing the financial behavior. We're healing your financial lifestyle. We're making it to where the information that you get, you're not just paying me to do it. And that's why you're not paying me, because I'm going to guide you on how to, and the steps, and we're going to do it right then and there. I'm not going to waste your time, and my time is too valuable. I am too valuable to waste someone else's time. And that's how you know someone loves themselves. If somebody respects you enough to be honest with you and be straightforward with you, they love themselves enough to tell themselves the truth. If someone lies to you, they lie to themselves. And so I don't have any time for that. And it doesn't do me any disservice dragging you along, charging you $1,000, $99 a month, to then still not fix and make it work for you. So what I do in my program is that I take you where you are. We build it up, we build the profile up, we clean it up, and then we get into the business building and then strive to get you to funding. Because in order for you to build the business in a way that, I don't believe in anything small. I don't do small business. I think startup. So the moment you start talking startup, you need money. And so you need money in order to get equipment. We're not getting money for operational costs. Like, I know what the underwriters are looking for. I speak their language because I have a partner who spent 14 years on Wall Street. And so I've partnered with people who are experts, and they have taught me. And so I've been able to see a file go from 5s to 7s in 45 days. And so if anybody is dragging you along in personal credit, they don't know what they're doing. And a lot of the people on YouTube, I mean, those people on YouTube, they had the banks and everybody changing all of the laws. So you really have to get with people who know the laws now. And we have to repair the credit now, because once the banking system switches over to digital, we're not going to have the same opportunities that we had when we had cash. So we have a window of like 3 to 4 months where I want everybody to get in the best position possible when it comes to finances. Yeah, I had to take a sacred pause. Like, hold on. Whew, let me, I get passionate about this.
And be passionate. I'm passionate about it.
I'm sitting on the seat.
It's our people now.
I need some help.
The same money, just a different strategy can make a huge difference. And so it matters who you talk to, and it matters if that person believes in you enough to give you the right information. And the right information is how and which to spend what you already have, not with me, but invest it in yourself strategically so that we can make the most impact. So just to give you all a quick understanding, is that one thing that you can definitely do is to reach out to me and go, or just go to the link in my bio, go to my website, get your Heal Your Credit appointment. It's absolutely free. I'm not charging for consultation. I'm not doing any of that. So just book your appointment with me on my calendar, and then we get started immediately. Whatever we have to do, we go ahead and do that. But I want you to have a goal in mind. Is your goal a brick and mortar business? Is your goal e-commerce? Because depending on where you want to go, the strategy is different. So you really have to have your goals in mind. Personally and professionally, everybody needs a business, and you're a business whether or not you know it or not. So we might as well take advantage of being a business, because you're a part of the gross, domestic product. When it comes down to your social security number, you're already a business. You're an entity. So let's leverage that. Get into entrepreneurial mindset when we connect, because it's so simple that once you have the credit built, now you're in position for business credit. And if you're struggling with business credit, it's because you don't have the personal credit. We can't skip over the personal credit portion. And so the biggest thing that we want to really look at is a diverse amount of accounts. All the negatives and things like that, those are not really a factor. We really want to build out a diverse file and be able to say you can manage different types of credit. And so if you have income right now, the biggest thing that you can really focus on is making more money. How do we make more money? And so we want to see, okay, what is it that that you can talk about for 15, 20 minutes, no problem? What are you an expert in? Even if it's making pancakes. Exactly. Are you a pancake expert? What is it that you're an expert in? Let's get you a digital product. Let's scale it.
Right. Go to the link in the
You can't get there fast.
You have 3 months, for real. It's the last
BeBrandedMedia.com. Let me put it in the comments.
I was just going to say, someone put it in the comments, and then if Amanda or someone can pin it in the comments.
So you guys,
that everybody,
this is free, you guys.
Free.
And
this is free.
You're in the last quarter of the year. It's almost tax time. You've never heard that before. So
you heard it
because we are in need of education. Like when they say knowledge is power, like you really have to unlock the knowledge through application. So if you're making mistakes, you're in great shape, because that means you're applying it. And if you're not making mistakes and you're still not successful, then that means you're stagnant energy and you're a procrastinator, and you really need somebody to come through and tell you that you're worthy of it being successful. It's like we cannot hide from success, because the same amount of time it takes to succeed, or the same amount of time it takes to fail, you could have succeeded, in something simple. So success is really being able to show up the way that you want to. Like, are you happy with how you feel today? That's why I get dressed up every day. During the pandemic, I dressed up to go in the living room. Like, hey, like it's my self-care.
No, that's beautiful. No, for real. You know what? When I was going through chemo, I had this older lady who used to get mad at me every time I came in looking a mess. She's like, you do not wear your sickness anymore when you come in here. You know what I mean? You dress up the way that you believe that you feel and the way that you want to feel. So I love that, because I didn't dress up during pandemic, baby. I had the best pajamas on, period. But I am a true believer in that, because that really did change my recovery, because I really I wore lipstick every time I went to chemo. I was able to start going to work all of a sudden, because I just felt, the way that, she was telling me, like, you cannot show up here looking sick, feeling sick, and telling yourself you're sick, because that's why you're sick. And it was really like, yeah, get up, get dressed, come in here, even though they're hooking all these things up to you, and be the finest girl in here. She's like, you're too fine. And then I swear it was like my whole world changed. Like, okay. So you really do have to show up, who you believe that you are, not what people are telling you, not what your body's telling you, not what your mind's telling you that I can't do it right now, because obviously you're going to get there.
What's that old saying, don't look like how you feel, or I look like what I've been through.
Yes, yes.
That part.
We're looking like what we done been through.
Part. like, and I connect with the most beautiful souls, like the most beautiful souls, and like we'll see each other. They'll be like, "Oh, sis, that's a bad coat." I'd be like, "Nah, sis, I'm trying to get like you."
Right.
And then we've connected in a way where it's like it's that sis. It's like I see a sister in her. Like she has just, you know, she sees me, and I see her. And then when I walk across some brothers who mention, you know, oh, that's a beautiful outfit. You are gorgeous, my sister. They appreciate. Like it's not a ooh, like, you know, a lustful gaze, but it's just like, damn, like how men used to look at the Jet magazine, Jet Beauty of the Week.
Man.
Like
So you missed
it's
so
like,
you missed,
ooh,
yeah, girl.
you know, it's like ooh, I
Right.
see, and
See my light.
they'll even make announcements like, y'all see her, this is how you do it. And the right, brother, like, I appreciate the love. Like he's like, nah, sis, I haven't seen this in a while. Like you really put that together. And they get so proud, you know, they're so proud to, you know, see me, and it makes them, you know, almost like very protective over me. Like they just make sure that I'm good. You know, sometimes I won't, like when certain brothers are around me, I don't touch any doors. I don't want for anything. No one gets too close to me.
Walking in your goddess light, baby. Yes, I love it.
They're very protective over me.
I love that.
And I love when I get to show other women in the room what that looks like by just showing up as myself. Like I go to clubs. I still go to bars, even though I don't drink, I don't smoke. And men will be like, "Oh, I like that." And then I'll see some of the reactions of the other people in the room. They'll start looking at their cups like, what am I doing? And it's not that I'm telling them don't do it, but somebody has to be different, because a lot of the things that we do is because other people are doing it. And I have a natural high. If I had anything extra, like I couldn't be out in public. Like, no, I'm good. Trust me. If I'm happy, I'm good. When I'm cooking, I'm happy. If I'm happy, I'm great. And then I'm able to bring that into a space where I don't have to do too much. Like being myself is absolutely enough. And I leave with clients. I leave with all types of follow-ups. This one guy, he's becoming my business partner. He gave me two of his bags, custom bags. He gave me a scarf, and all I did was walk to a restaurant that I always favored in Atlanta. That's all I did. And it's like, it's when people say you start attracting opportunities, and I had my scarf on, I had my sweater on, I had my Gucci shoes on. I was just doing
so me. I put it on, okay? Yes.
And when he popped the trunk and started pulling out all these gifts, we had an impromptu photo shoot in the middle of the club. It was like, I'm on his website. I'm like, I'm all over his social media, and people are calling. We're already getting his stuff in stores. Like it, and he called me today, and he was like, so, you know, what, do you guarantee things? I said, yeah, I guarantee that as soon as you meet me, you're going to be elevated and your business is going to grow just in one conversation. I said, look what we did in a few hours, and we haven't even exchanged any money. He said, you know what? You're right. You probably did that just to say that one line. And I started laughing. I was like, this is who I am.
Yeah, you're like, it wasn't even me. Yeah, like it wasn't even anything you were trying to do. Yeah, that's beautiful.
It's just who I am. Like, I am a walking billboard. Like, these transitions in life have shown me, especially what is going on in the world right now, is so much like negativity that we can see. And I'm just so grateful every day that I get to breathe fresh air. I get to kiss my son before he gets on the bus to school, and then we pray together. And it's just like, I have to do it for them. Like, a lot of people can't live their dream. And while I have the opportunity to live my dream, like, I am happy. I am in heaven. Like, people always are saying, you know, Bria, how you doing today? This is what I say. I'm blessed. I can't complain. And they be like, I know that's right. Because I am. Like, I'm so blessed to just be with you. Be with you, ladies. Like, you sisters just sitting here and talking with y'all. Do y'all know there's a point in time where we could not sit here and do this? We have the opportunity to sit here and communicate and talk about our
4
gifts
different
and support
states
each
too.
other.
Yes, like
Yes.
that's
We're
like
all
Right, yeah, 4 different states.
We are blessed. We are so blessed. I couldn't be no slave. I would have been a bad investment.
girl. Facts.
I would have been a bad investment.
They would have brought me back. Yeah, no, for real.
But yeah,
They would have
feel the
returned
same
me to
way.
sender. Like,
It's
this
hard
one
to
broke
live,
it.
isn't
Yeah, I am. I'm not built for this. No, I'm not. I would have been somewhere out passed out playing dead, playing possum. No, I'm not. I refuse. And I'm just so grateful that God knew that is something that I could not handle. Like, our God, he is so merciful and he knows what we can handle and what we can't. And since I'm in this time and I'm in this
Be your
space,
ancestors'
I am
wildest
so
dreams.
grateful.
Yep.
Yes. I'm so grateful. I'm just overjoyed to be able to say, you know what? We can do that. Let's do it. Because all of these inventions, we built a country that is now the greatest country on earth, and we don't get to take credit for it. You better believe my business is trademarked. You better believe I tell everybody to trademark their intellectual property. Yeah, you need to protect your ideas, because our ideas are the money, our ideas are the energy. And now that we have the ability to just put a little money toward it, money ain't nothing. It's
You've had
nothing.
it, you've
We can
lost
literally
it,
go and
you've
fill
had
out
it.
an application
Right.
and go and get some money. Because of the social security number, we have been able to, we've given so much to this country. We are able with our name to sign off on however much debt we want to have at this point. Like, they need to do me so many favors that my son don't need to want for nothing. And so that's where I walk around like, yeah, this is mine. I go in any hood I want to. I'm quite comfortable. Like, I don't have a problem with anything. All of this belong to me. And so who gonna check me?
Speaking your
Absolutely
God energy,
who?
baby. Speaking your God energy.
Yes.
I'm good in every hood, is what she said.
Like,
That
doesn't make any
I like
sense.
that.
You know, it doesn't make any sense. And then when you're able to say, excuse me, and they're like, yeah, no, this is how this is gonna go. And so we have to be able to be around other women who love themselves so much that they know when the queen has arrived. You know, like, it's not just Beyonce in her lane, but if she wasn't Beyonce and we didn't have that example, how many Beyoncés can we have in engineering?
Right.
How many Beyoncés can we have in chemistry? We need a Beyonce in we need a Beyonce in on waste management. We need a Beyonce in electricity. We need a Beyonce in hair. We need people who know that they run shit. And that's how it's supposed to be. Because the mama do everything.
Right.
She's gonna cook. She's gonna be a doctor.
Shop A on the beauty collection LLC, baby.
Right. Why not? Why not? We need a Beyonce of business. We need a Beyonce of school. We need teachers who know that they're the Beyonce of early childhood education. Because my son needs the best teacher. You know, like, everybody's baby. And I hope somebody's out here listening who's raising their daughter to be the best woman that she can be, because I'm raising my son to be the best man that he can be. And everybody needs to know that they can be a Beyonce in their own house.
At least.
So it's at least that's your domain. Yeah, baby.
I am the Beyonce of my house.
Tell me that I used to think that
Mason said it's gonna take time for him to be in the NBA.
Well,
just let y'all
baby,
know.
as soon as you are, trust me, I will have the jersey on. Yeah, I will be at every game. Don't worry.
We coming to all the games, baby. We wearing shirts, we making signs.
Let's get the shirts made now. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Because he was very serious about that basketball.
He practices so good. Yes, babe.
How far is the NBA?
How far is the NBA?
Yeah.
Well, you have to be at least 18 years old, and you don't have to necessarily go to college, but you have to have the stats to be able to make the team. So we definitely need some more practice. So you got about 13 years.
Mommy, I want to go to the NBA.
All right, well, let's do it.
I want to watch the basketball players play.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go to a game.
I love it. I love it. Yes.
So
That's
y'all
so
y'all seeing
amazing,
this in
girl.
real
Your
life.
son want to play for the NBA. My son over here talking about he want to be draft.
Oh yeah.
Come here.
Basketball
Come here.
players in the
Come here,
NBA.
because we're having
That
a
is
sister
so
soul
cute.
session. Yeah, I know you all shy, but you kind of in the meeting.
Well, if you want to be in the NBA, you're gonna have to do interviews.
Yeah,
I'm telling
gotta
y'all
get
in the
used to
media. Oh, okay. So he wants to show our choosing
Oh
peace
yes,
logo,
please do.
guys.
I
Yes.
love it.
So what did this come from?
Uh,
What is this?
uh,
The family.
business.
Yes,
I
the
love
family business.
it.
Yes, so choosing peace is really, where my financial literacy is, the masterpiece brand, because you can't have peace without paper. Like you can't be at peace and you don't have any money.
Mom,
Yes, baby.
what is that thing
That's our logo. And so what
Mom,
I have
what
been able,
is this
Mason, give me 1 second, okay? Come sit right here.
Well,
So what
get it on my
I've
own.
been
Just
able
booked.
to
Very
do.
I
much
just
so
booked.
interested. Awesome. So you have at least 2 bookings from
Mhm.
the past 30 minutes. So yes, your free
Oh,
class.
so grateful.
Well, put me in.
Shout out
Hold
to
on, y'all. Don't take
y'all.
up all the spots. So put me in my free class first.
And if you
I'm
just
telling
joining
you,
in or
like,
just getting in here,
no.
those are
I need you to go in your room really quick so we can finish up,
What do you
okay?
say, B?
And so I really,
hard to hear.
encourage everyone, if you have about $150 every, month left over in the budget, go and search Bullion, like a Bullion website, and go and get you some
I buy gold all the time.
trading silver. Do you all know what trading silver looks like for bartering?
I buy gold, but
I
Okay.
have gold.
You have them in little gram bars.
yeah, and I have some bigger pieces.
So would y'all like me to show you what that looks
Please
like?
Yeah.
We have everybody on here that's
Love
trying
to.
to learn.
Okay. Let me be right back.
But yeah, what were you saying, B? Sorry.
I was saying for anybody that is just jumping in or joining the live, just wanted to just quickly let them know the services in which she's offering is in the link in the bottom, which is free credit repair services. Oh my gosh.
Credit
Free.
healing, baby.
Right.
All right. So these are called Comey bars. Okay. And so if you look really closely, they're perforated so that I could break off literally like 1 gram of silver, and that's about $25. So if I wanted to go grocery shopping or if I wanted to get my hair done, I could break out like 5 of these pieces instead of giving a Comey bar of gold, which is like $250 for one.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So getting the hair done. I need some silver. I need some.
You see what I'm saying? So
you're gonna be asking people to pay you in silver
I
now.
mean about $150.
Right.
Yeah, $150 is that you can get like sheets. And so this one sheet of gold was $2,500, but this is $150. So that's why I suggest like putting away, like this is a great way to save with, and then you actually do reverse inflation. Okay. So as you save 150, this becomes 180 in the next 60 to 90 days.
Okay.
Go to my link.
Yes.
I now accept silver or gold for any kind of swing. Need your hair done. If you want to come shop at the boutique, yes, I do accept silver or gold. Come shop with me, girl.
Right. Because you can hold it, you can melt it down, you can sell it, you can do a whole bunch of stuff with this, because this is the hard asset. So this is what other currencies are backed in. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world, sis. Mm-hmm. Wherever you are in the world, they have to give you the market value, and the market value changes every day. So let's say something does happen, then this could triple, quadruple.
And that's based on the global market, not just the U.S.
Right.
So that's why she means,
right. So
yeah, to get that.
When we're talking credit repair, you can purchase this with a credit card
Mommy.
and turn money that really isn't real into real money. And so with the credit card, you know, you pay it every 28 days, every 30 days, depending on the account, and you're stockpiling the real value. So you're turning the fiat money or the US dollar into real global currency, so that no matter what happens, you have the ability to stick and move. You can buy gas, you can buy essentials, because hey, you see how this blinging? Okay,
Right.
this
Y'all
is, that's
dropping
the real,
gems, y'all. Y'all better pay attention.
that's the real money.
Dropping
Yeah,
gems.
so no more
Yeah.
taking your gold and silver to these pawn shops. You see everywhere what says we buy gold.
Yeah.
There is a
Mama
reason
said
for
we
that.
down.
So that's why she's explaining. Obviously, if they're wanting it and they're paying you pennies on the dollar, turn those pennies that you already had into more money. Keep your gold, buy more, and definitely be in the world market and not just these dollars that are losing value every day. Unfortunately, we won't go into that, but
Yes, exactly. What else I have to add with as far as business credit is that, you know, you always want to look at your website and your branding. Branding is so important when it comes to building business credit, because now they're not sending out physical people to your location. You want to have a website, and you want to make sure that you have a verified Google My Business listing that is getting reviews. So if your Google My Business listing is not verified, if you're not sending people for reviews, then you definitely need to start implementing that. And you need to make sure that your business is set up as a corporation and not just an LLC. S corps and C corps get higher credit limits, and there's no limit on how many businesses that you can start. So if you already have an entity, you can always switch that tax structure to where you are taxed separately, because in LLC, those taxes go through your personal. That's through a Schedule C. And so you want to separate that. And then once you have an entity like a corporation, and let's say you get a $10,000 limit credit card, you can actually start a DBA, different address, call and say, I want an additional card, you know, like authorized user. And then you spend the limit, you pay it back, spend the limit, pay it back, spend the limit, pay it back. And then you say, hey, I want to separate billing. And so now you started building business credit for a DBA, and you split those credit limits to where now it's maturing on a whole different entity, because that's a different name. So there are ways to be able to do business with yourself, and you want to make sure that you're invoicing. Are you invoicing? Cash App, Zelle, people say you don't do it, but if you're invoicing and you're annotating on your invoice that the payment payment process or the payment method made was through that, then the most important thing is the invoice and itemization. So then we'll be able to support those transactions and get higher limits without business credit being built, you know? So depending on what your goals are, there's a strategy and there's a method for you to be able to do so. And so we take advantage of your actual name, your legal name. Instead of, you know, being a sole proprietor, now we want to actually incorporate that and use that name. And one of my mentors was saying, well, how many names do you have? Do you have a middle name? Do you have a maiden name? You know, that's X amount of entities that we can work with and do business with each other. And then transfer what you're already paying for into your business name. And so it's like people want to know, well, how does that work with marketing and billboards? Well, if you have a $10,000 credit card, or even $1,000 or even $3,000, the best way to invest in your marketing is through a credit card. Why? Because business loans, business lines of credit, it really creates a bill automatically. But with a business credit card, I really like business credit cards, especially ones with 0% interest for 12 to 18 months. It's almost like free money. There's no interest on it, so it doesn't cost you anything to use that money. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I see you. Absolutely not. Don't you see me looking at you in this video?
He's about to put the rabbit ears under.
I know. No, don't take it off.
Well, you don't want
So you
me
guys
to
hear
take it
Bria
off?
dropping these gems here. Like she stated earlier, her credit healing classes are going to be free. You have about 3 months left to rebuild and heal your previous financial woes. So definitely get in touch with her.
Swap it out.
We're
Got
finishing.
$10,000. I'm over here writing notes.
Everyone should have been taking notes.
I should have brought my pen and paper to this
I hope
time.
everyone was taking notes, and I hope everyone was
Yeah.
Yes, so I'm gonna give you all some really good gems about, you know, how to grow and scale your marketing on that credit card. And so once you have your website and you have your product, oh, okay. Let me take that switch.
No.
All right. So once you have your product uploaded on your website, you want to look into a website called Fiverr.
Mhm.
And you want to find someone who can build you a funnel. And so I am not a gatekeeper. I am not the police. I am going to give it to you how you need to be given to you. And so even if you have one product, whether it be digital or physical, I want everybody to move out of service-based. Service-based businesses are not sustainable for smaller scale operations. You need to be product-based, whether it be digital or a physical product. If you don't have a physical product, but yet want a physical product, look into print on demand or drop shipping or affiliate marketing. If you have no type of product, get you a product. Find somebody with a product, get them to either allow you to be an affiliate or some type of connection so that you can move a product. And so once you get that product, you want to set up a sales funnel, and you want that sales funnel to be automated to where it has email sequences that also follow up, and that you want to also have an upsell, whether that be a journal, whether that be a one-on-one, whether it be a webinar, coaching, some type of something. One-on-one. Yes, one-on-one. People like one-on-ones. People like lists. People like checklists. People like
Workbook.
people like workbooks. Yeah. People like that type of stuff. Trackers. Okay. I'm gonna. How many times I need to ask you about something? Yeah. And so what you want to do is set up your sales funnel to where now once you go to my website or once you go to my social media, everything that I'm posting, all the content that I'm doing, I literally can be doing anything. I can be brushing my teeth, but the content or the words or the copy on top of it is driving you to one link that's in my bio. Like right now, my bio is set up to get consultations. I want consultations. I want to meet. I want to connect. I want to know who's who, what's what. And right now, that's my product, me. I'm my product. And so my product right now is free because guess what? My exchange is a review on my Google My Business listing. My goal is 1,000 positive Google My Business listing reviews so that I can always come up number one. I want to be number one. And so that's what I'm willing to exchange to be number one, is that I'm willing to exchange my time for somebody giving me feedback.
I love that.
It's the best strategy. It's the ultimate strategy because you'll get people who are really serious, and people don't mind giving you a referral, especially when it comes down to taking even more time to fill out that review question.
Right.
That's a great way to rank on SEO organically. And then once you have 1,000 reviews, it makes sense why I'm charging $15,000 a month.
Yeah.
Hey, I have 1,000 5-star reviews on my Google My Business listing. So yeah.
So don't be afraid to do the work. Because honestly, how many people are offering up so much of their time for free? You know what I mean? So it's really her belief in her product, which is herself, and her really doing the work and knowing that it works enough to give it away for free just for you to give a star Okay.
Right.
So you know what I mean? If you don't hear that, you guys just click that link.
Yes, because the testimony is so powerful. The testimony is so powerful. That's an unk, baby. The testimony is so powerful that is marketing, and marketing is so expensive. If we knew how much it costs to get one customer, we ultimately, like, I'm winning. I'm actually spending less money doing it for free than I would if I put how much
all the attention
cost
grabbing things,
and then have to pay. Yeah. So it comes down to time and money, which is more expensive. The time it takes to convert people. So my time is the most valuable thing I have right now. So if it costs me money, that's cool. And so I will be able to put myself in a better position in the long term. So Amazon, I love Amazon. They took a loss for the first 5 years, and all their competition not only declined, but they closed their doors.
Mm-hmm.
Now Amazon can charge whatever they want to charge because there is no competition.
Yeah.
So we're following those types of models when it comes down to whatever it is we do, whether it's insurance, whether it's marketing, billboards. Billboards are a little bit tricky. And that's why I want people to get set up with business credit before they even start marketing, because you need to have that capacity when it comes down to advertising.
Yeah.
So use your credit cards to market, and then the money that you make from marketing and getting those systems together, getting your ClickFunnels together, getting your website together, getting your social media together, your strategy together, then you can afford to advertise on a long-term basis. And when I say long-term, 6 to 9 months. That's how long you want to spend, maybe $3,500 a month on advertising and public relations. This is aloe, baby.
What do you need aloe for?
For my face.
No, y'all heard it. She's been dropping gems since she's been the live. So I hope everybody's been tuning in, paying attention. She also put her website in the comments. It's pinned, so you all can go back and check out her website. She's giving out free consultations on credit repair. So make sure y'all tune in to that. It was very, very, very nice meeting you and your son. I respect everything that you're doing.
Mom, why do you
appreciate everything that you're doing. From the live, we can tell that you love what you do, and I appreciate it. That's all I want to say.
I appreciate that. Yes, I appreciate you all. Thank you so much.
And before we get out of here, Bria, can you just drop a couple more ways to actually reach you? We have your website here, but I want everyone, you have 2 pages, so I just want to make sure that you get all the recognition. So if you could just kind of do a run through of how people can reach you for people who just joined. And as we're about to close, I just want to make sure that they get all your info.
Yes, thank you all so much for the opportunity to come onto this amazing platform. I've already shared this with my clients as well. I would love you to me directly, either via DM, or you can reach out to me via my website, www.bebrandedmedia.com, where we build your brand one bite at a time, one billboard at a time, one business at a time. I can also be reached through my personal page for any type of opportunities like this, masterpiece.guru on Instagram. Also, any type of promotions, or if you need anything shared or promoted, please tag my Instagram for Be Branded Media. That's at Be Branded Media on Instagram. If y'all need anything shared, even after this call for Sister Soul Sessions, please feel free to tag us. We will repost you. Also, you can reach me directly via email if there's something that you want to submit to me and you want me to really consider, or you want a direct link to me. I'm going to put my email here in the comments. It's Bria at bebrandedmedia.com. Okay. And then I also have a business line that you can text or call. I do prefer appointments now. So if I am busy, I will hit that. Can I call you later? But the business phone number is 470-860-9265. I'll put that in the comments as well.
And can all this
Because I know some
information
people, they
be
like to
found on
talk
your
to
page?
people. 9265.
Yeah, it's all in the
I
bio.
will be pinning these as well, so you all can come back to the live.
Yes, because I know some people like to talk to a real person, especially when they're spending large budgets. And so my company, we do strategy. We manage the campaign. We launch the campaign. I've even negotiated with certain media owners because I am independent. So we have billboards in all 50 states and Canada. I have the ability to run TV, ad streaming, commercials, also get you your own TV network if that's what you like, geofencing, digital marketing, social media, brand management, business development as it pertains to the business side of the business. So that's internal, and also being able to kind of come on and manage some of those tasks you want to kind of delegate out. And I even get on the road for some clients. It just depends on what exactly that you need, what is the product. But I love working from my computer. I'm open for those types of conversations. And if you want any more like in-depth consulting, then my retainers start at, just like a very modest between $800 to $1,200 a month starting retainer. If that's something that you want for ongoing, or if you're looking to build a team, I have a phenomenal team. We're able to do pretty much whatever we need to do to serve our clients. So I'm really excited to be able to help support you all's business and branding dreams. So thank you again so much. You all, I really appreciate it. And if y'all need anything, you guys know how to reach me.
Oh, you most definitely. You gonna get a phone call from Bree's link. But thank you so much. Again, I am a co-host. I'm Amanda Armour. You can all reach me at I am Amanda Armour on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. My website is armourbeauty.co. If anybody want to shop at the boutique, you can also shop Armour Wing Spot at armourwingspot.com. We are on DoorDash, now located in Las Vegas. Thank you all for tuning in to Sister Soul Session, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
Everything says that. Yes, thank you everyone for episode 15 of Sister Soul Sessions. This ends our night, everybody. You guys have a wonderful night and be blessed. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.